What low?
He does look like
Don't know
a
why.
dirty old man in this photo.
He does, especially near these 19, 20-year-olds holding this belt.
So
You
I was
guys got
watching.
belts? I got a belt.
He does look like a
Bow, bow,
really like
bow, bow,
a
bow.
modern Val Venus in this picture.
Yeah, he looks like a porn star. He looks like a porn star. He looks like any idiot porn star that be in any idiot porno. Like, oh, ladies, how you doing? Oh my God, it's the War Dog Warlow, the new TNT champion. I can't resist. How old are you ladies? Oh my God, we're only 19. Oh.
So Marcus, I was going to take a risk today. I was going
Yeah,
to take a risk. So it's coming off the success of this video on
yeah.
Tuesday. I was just going to do a solo shot of these two like this.
They don't draw. NXT don't draw.
Yeah, but
You know
young
that,
women
Manny.
do. Young women do.
Young women are like milkshakes, or like milkshakes. They bring all the boys to the yard.
Damn right. They're better than you. I can teach you, but I have to.
You have to charge. Oh, Manny, cut the shit. Cut the shit, Manny. We ain't going. No one brings up Khalees anymore. How dare you? How dare you?
Nah. Well, then I was going to go with another one, Marcus.
Another one.
King Dax and the other two.
Dax and his two Janettis. At this point, Cash is Janetti, right?
Nah.
Like if Dax went solo, it'd probably be the end of his career. But Dax solo, he makes Cash look like a Janetti. Cash is a Janetti.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Dax. Dax is amazing. But as they stand here with this picture with all their titles, I still can't remember, even though it happened last night, who the previous TNT champion was.
Marcus, you've done the black community terribly here because it was Scorpio Sky. How dare you forget him?
Manny, imagine 5 years from now. Are you gonna remember that? No, you're gonna be like, Cody had it, Sammy had it a bunch of times. Mr. Brody Lee, that was special. That's a heartwarming one. Ah, man, I'm never gonna forget God's favorite champion, the Redeemer, Miro. And then you're gonna hit a roadblock and go, damn, I can't name that final TNT champion. You may throw in Darby, but then you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck on like the trivia question of the TNT champion. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, Scorpio had it for that week. He did nothing. He lost it, I think, once or twice.
Okay, we'll be back right after this.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Hey! Oh! Check out the Marcus and Manny show. I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Yes, boy. I am, of course, Lord Manny Hayes. He is
Marcus the dashing, the glamorous, Marcus the garden finale. Yes, boy.
Yes, boy. So how are you today, Marcus?
Oh, I'm dead tired, Manny, and I'm just going to probably speak a bunch of gibberish. And the first thing that pops in my mind, because I think I'm still dreaming, but I'm not. There's a light in front of me, and I'm ready to go. Let's talk about some wrestling. Yeah!
Yeah, I'm extremely tired too. I think I'm doing the reverse of you. I've done a lot today.
What the fuck? What do you mean? My day's been still going on. I feel like my day doesn't end until I finish the show.
No, I feel like you have a tiny nap from after you
Yeah.
finish work, and then you do this. Whereas mine
No,
is
no.
I've done my whole day. I'm exhausted. I've got to deal with this. I've got to put up with someone like Levi in the chat. Yeah, you'll be called out immediately.
The Lumberchat, the place who forced Shotzi Blackheart out of wrestling. This is the only place you can get Shotzi Blackheart online. Is watching this show. And Manny, that might be the ridiculous amount of views, is because it goes, I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, because that's the only place you can see Shotzi at. It's on this show, repeating that same line, because she has left us forever. Forever.
Nah. I don't think so, because there's nothing in the tags that would say Shotzi Blackheart, unless Eric still goes and puts them in, because I don't.
No. Okay.
So let's get into it. What do you want to start off with?
Oh, let's start off with Dynamite.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
How come they have never done that? How have they never had Jimmy Walker from Good Times, JJ, just come up there and say Dynamite one time? How could you not done it? And I know that does not fit their demographic, and it only probably fits mine because maybe he probably doesn't even know Good Times reference. But I'm just saying.
I know the Dynamite reference.
Why did they use it?
Because the demographic of all wrestling isn't, especially American wrestling, is mostly white.
But Good Times was universal. That was the introduction.
Good Times was not watched by hillbillies watching their wrestling shows.
I think there's a hillbilly out there that watched some Good Times that was like, wow, that's black people. Unbelievable, Mike. I don't know why I'm Australian, but
can you imagine Australian hillbillies? They're the real reason.
Yeah. I'm sure I would love to see who are the hillbillies out there that watches BET and all the TV One and all these old classic black shows. Like, oh man, I'm a huge Sanford and Son fan, but I would like to make America great again. No, that was when it was great. It's when the black people were like Sanford and Son and Good Times. And the struggle.
Marie said we don't ever need Jimmy Walker on our team.
I need it. I want it. I want him to come on TV and say, welcome everybody to Dynamite one time. And then I want somebody to give him a Canadian destroyer. What, 70? Isn't he like 70?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
I thought you were the expert on Black history or Black entertainment.
You give me heat when I don't watch elements of black cinema, and then you force me to watch it on the show.
Oh yeah. So maybe with our new record, if we get to 300 subscribers, we'll watch episodes of Good Times. And then we go Dynamite, throw this lies. So
AEW kicks off with Wardlow versus Scorpio Sky in a street fight for the TNT title. Marcus, I believe this match could have been so much better than what was delivered.
Well, once you bring out your gang and your posse to the ring, I feel like you should not lose this street fight. They had no strategy. All you had to do was, whenever Scorpio Sky got pinned, jump on the War Dog.
Yeah.
Use weapons. Throw salt in his eye. What did they use? Use gasoline to pass somebody out. The Trick Williams strategy. Whatever. You have an ample amount of things to do, but yet they chose not to, and they followed straight up. At one point, Scorpio Sky should have just left. It's like, not today. Yeah, not today, Satan. Not today, devil.
They had the numbers game, and yet again, the numbers do not have any effect in this. And I let the interference slide because it is a street fight, so there's therefore no rules. Yeah. But like, in essence, he should have won. He should have won.
Yeah. And then like, on top of that, sorry for cutting you off about his winning. Have they never watched WWE programming on how to get out of a match? Have they never watched any pro wrestling ever?
Just run away.
Just run away, walk away. What they gonna do? Continue the match? Unless Jack Tunney or the Fink gets on the microphone, if Scorpio Sky does not return to the ring in 30 seconds, he will be stripped of the TNT title. We ain't got that in AEW. Just get away. Run away as soon as you can. To help that title, Scorpio. Damn you.
I'm going to cover a few things quite quickly. Smart Mark Sterling is trying to get Keith Lee to sign a petition to remove Swerve from the locker room because he is a snake, which he refuses. And I don't believe Keith Lee for 1 second that he was eating that apple. That was all for show.
Nah. There was an apple and then there was a candy apple, and you know which one he was eating. I've seen Keith Lee's refrigerator. No apples in there. Only bullshit. Only candy bars. There's a
only bullshit.
Yeah, half-eaten birthday cake. Panda Express orange chicken.
You're giving him credit for half-eaten birthday cake.
No, he already finished the other one. There's a full one in the trash can. He already eaten it. Or, Manny, I would like to think that was a candy apple that when you get it, it kind of slid off the stick and all the candy kind of just melted away.
Who eats candy apples past Halloween? Keith Lee. That's who.
Keith Lee.
Claudio cuts an actually decent promo against Hager. I was surprised.
It was probably the best promo of his career, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this is the second coming of MJF or whatever Christian in the hell's doing on that show. But it was a Claudio, you son of a bitch, and all this. The one thing I want to talk about in this segment, which apparently is a lot on this show, is that when I looked online after this segment, people were talking about, oh, the Real Americans. Didn't everybody hate them? Didn't everybody hate that gimmick?
Yeah, and like, especially when they started singing "We the People" and all that stuff.
Yeah,
bunch of hippos and creeps.
What they're telling me is that they actually loved it. They actually loved it. They secretly loved it, and they just wanted to go along like sheep when Jericho said it was bad creative. People loved that. It was entertaining, but I'm not looking forward to their match next week. I'm not.
No, it's Jake Hager. You're not going to get anything. Dark Order are here to stay, and then we get QT nonsense at the end. They really need to stop this. Stop the Dark Order and stop pandering to this child.
I don't even know if it's pandering to the child. I just think that it's pandering to the audience of like, no, we just let all the Dark Order members go. We tried to get rid of Colt Cabana, but the locker room fought against Tony, apparently. What? Just get rid of this. You don't want any of these guys around. There's probably one person in there that people actually like, and it's Johnny Hungy. I don't give a fuck about Alan Angels or 5 or 6 or 9 and 10, 11 and 12, whatever they call themselves. Get them all out.
Yeah, actually, our Luchador was right. QT actually made sense for once.
Yeah, but I didn't want QT. You know, the problem is with QT coming out and saying it, I was like, he's speaking truth, but I don't want you to be the one saying it. Get the fuck off my team, QT Marshall. And then he got mugged. And then Hangman Page, the former heavyweight champion, involved in this nonsense. Cut the shit. Get out of here with this. Get out of here.
As you said that, I typed it in the chat. So we move on to the.
He put his father died. You're like, cut the shit. What the fuck, Manny? I understand that, but I just think abolish the Dark Order. Like, his legacy is not going to be the Dark Order. He was barely the leader for X amount of time. His legacy will be just a great wrestler and a great guy in the locker room. The Dark Order should not be Brody Lee's legacy, because I don't associate him with that. I don't. I really don't. I miss Luke Harper. I miss Brody Lee from Ring of Honor. I miss him from his other independent matches and stuff. The Dark Order was a blip when he was Mr. Brody Lee, where I didn't really like the gimmick when it started, but he was entertaining when he won the TNT title. That was it.
Yeah.
It was a short moment in his career, and they're trying to sum it up as if we're keeping this as a tribute band, as if this was Paul McCartney and the Beatles or some shit. Get out of here. Get out of here with this.
Christian did probably the best segment of the night. Christian comes out before Christian could give any answers on why he turned on Jungle Boy and why Luchasaurus is staying with him. Matt Hardy came out. Matt Hardy calls him the Michael Jordan of being an asshole.
Yeah,
I would. I think that's a compliment.
I'm taking that because but then again, I'm also going to disagree because I think Michael Jordan wins that as being a Michael Jordan of being an asshole.
He's saying
I could be Michael Jordan, and then I took that personally.
He says he's gotten to know Jungle Boy, and then Christian cuts him off and says, "You think you know him better than me and Luchasaurus? You're starting to make me think Jeff was the sober one." And then he starts stating facts about Mac. He started giving Matt facts when no one was even asking for him. Being a clout chaser, using and abusing anything, including his brother, to get more clout. And then Matt's taken out by both.
Yeah, I mean, what, like, Christian was amazing. I enjoyed everything he said. And when I feel like he isn't going to cross a line, he crosses another line. I go, oh, I did not see that line coming. I don't know why. Why didn't I see that coming? But I really wanted a good explanation of why Luchasaurus turned.
I don't need it. We always know Christian needs someone. Christian always needs muscle. You never need to know. Yeah, I never need to know.
All I want to know is that the reason he turned is he's Tyson Tomko's long lost son. And I'll be like, damn, it all makes sense now. The tattoos, the neck beard, all of it. Not wanting to reveal your face because you are Tyson Tomko's son. It all makes sense now.
Then we get a match, Butcher and the Blade versus Swerve and Keith Lee. I just didn't care. I really did not care.
Yeah, I don't know why this match happened and why they struggled so much with the Butcher and the Blade. This should have been a 5-minute match. At least to a triple cam shot that had been like they were doing a webcam of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, Mike and Raj Retro. I don't know what other YouTube shows there are. Talk about we're the greatest YouTube channel of all time when they brought out the Young Bucks and talked about their tag team titles. Because we all know the secret here is the real answer, as the crowd chanted, is FTR. It makes
that has to be the gimmick at this point now. This has to be the gimmick at this point. Ducking FTR. That has to be now. There's no other way.
Ridiculous. Like, oh, these guys are struggling to get to the top 5. They're fighting to be in the top 5. FTR has been number 1 for months, and they cannot get a straight up title shot for those titles, no matter who the champions are. They're the IWGP champion. They are the Ring of Honor tag team champions. They are the AAA Mexico champions. Why can't they get shots at the AEW tag team title? I believe they have a better shot at getting tag team title shots from the NXT women's division than they do.
Surely, I haven't seen the rankings, but surely if we're going by rankings, they should be number 1 at this point, right?
They are number 1. They are number 1. AEW posted this yesterday that they were number 1.
Like, surely their record grants them a title match. Surely they should be going. Technically, this is all partially FTR's fault as well, because they should be going to Tony and be like, "Look, we're number 1 in the rankings. Why are we not getting a title shot? Why are these motherfuckers still ducking us?"
Yeah. They are literally ducking us, and this is ridiculous. This is going on too long. Yes, we have all these other obligations, and yes, we're in Ultimo Dragon status right now. We're the South Carolina, Orange City tag team champions as well, and we have those obligations. Give us our title shots. Give us what we want, and that's FTR as the AEW tag team champions defeating the Young Bucks. Because when they had their one match, the Young Bucks defeated them, right?
Yeah. And then
Eddie says what it's called an angle. They're not really playing it up because you don't ever hear FTR say we should be the AEW champions.
Eddie challenges Jericho again.
Oh my god.
And then they slam Ruby's hand into a car door, which he put there.
No. Yeah. No. I find Ty Conti innocent of all charges. Maybe they beat her ass off camera, but Ruby asked to have her hand slammed in that car. Because, Manny, who does that? Who puts their hand like that? Who does this? By the way, one of the best pictures ever taken right there.
I know it is. It's so smooth.
Guy covered the hair. Danny Garcia looks cool as shit. No, they're about to commit a fucking felony.
I know, but like they're witnesses doing that. That's even worse.
All right, so bad week for Ruby Soho. Liv Morgan wins title. I'll put my hand in the car door.
Is that self-harm at that point? Is it self-harming?
Yeah. This is self-harm. I think, and my main problem with this, what's the connection between Eddie Kingston and Ruby Soho? And I don't think they ever cut to Eddie Kingston to go like, "Oh shit, that's my girl Ruby Soho. How could you do this?"
He's claiming they super glued her hand, but they didn't because she crawled. She was like already hurt, and then put her hand there before that happened. So shut up, Levi. Shut your mouth.
She just put her hand. There was no. If they super glued her and they cut to it and they showed her just her arm already there, I would have been like, "Oh, they must have did something." But no, she slowly walks like a fucking Goomba over there and just goes like she looked like a spider on the wall waiting for me to go slap. Like you walk right to that position. You set yourself up for your death. How long is she gonna be out, Manny? One day.
You're probably on Dark tomorrow.
Rampage.
Wrestling
Marina Shafir, who we keep getting.
Yeah, we get Penta Oscuro versus Roosh. I gave this an F because I already stated a couple of weeks ago if I see Penta lose his mask one more time, I'm giving him zeros from now on.
It was so disrespectful to take a Lucha's mask. But Penta's in the tournament with AAA, in which if he loses his mask, if he loses the match, he loses his mask. But every week on Dynamite, he loses the mask. I don't care if he's zero or whatever. No one takes that mask trouble.
The Lucha Commission should be watching what he does elsewhere, and then be thinking, do you know what? Maybe we should just take away his mask.
You know what? You don't appreciate it. You don't have that latched in. You don't have it. You didn't batten down the hatches. You don't have it sewed in. You want to lose your mask. You're just like what's the guy in a trench coat that flashes women or men or whatever? An exhibitionist? Is that what it is? Who just was?
He's just a flasher. He's just a flasher.
Yeah. Just want to flash just a little bit. You don't see Rey Mysterio. Well, before he had a face. He should lose his mask for that face, by the way. He should lose his mask because of Dominic.
We get the Arse Boys and the Acclaim fighting the Rough Bunch. Leon Ruff did make an appearance. The Arse Boys end the Scissor Club. Basically what it was.
Yeah. I guess Daddy said you can't play with these black guys no more. What? The neighbors have seen us. Okay, you're embarrassing us in the community. They were the black people who were watching Good Times. They were the white guys. But so they turned on the Acclaim. Bones is healthy again. It's nice to see. But the one thing I'm going to take away, at least, is giving the Acclaim something to do involving the story, involving tag.
Yeah, but this hurts me because I really enjoy. I like the Acclaimed, and then they're not going to get anything higher than this. Really, if you look at it, they ain't going to make them tag champions anytime soon.
I'm upset. Yeah, I'm upset that they did break this up. Though it was entertaining for the month it's been, maybe 2.
It was the only reason people cared about the Arse Boys. No one cared about them otherwise.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why they turned on the Big Show.
No one will ever know. Then we get Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir versus Thunderstorm. I could not care less about this match either.
Well, once you say Marina Shafir for like the 3rd straight week, you go like, what does she have on Tony Khan? Is she his cocaine supplier? What does he think she's the ratings draw. I don't know. Does she draw money? Why is she on every week? Like, there was a time when Danny Garcia was on Every Week Wrestling, and I questioned that, but you also realize Danny Garcia is a very talented wrestler.
Yeah.
But Marina Shafir has been on every week. When you have all these other Ruby Soho can't make the show, but Marina Shafir can.
Well, allegedly, if you listen to the chat, she was glued to a car. But
Big Swole couldn't make the show, and I know Big Swole isn't there no more because she had
Big Swole ain't in the company no more.
I know, but I'm just saying he put on tweet Big Show was untalented trash without whatever, and I'm going like Marina Shafir has no personality. Well, so at least Big Swole had that going for her. Marina Shafir is she's like watching paint dry, or to take another shot at somebody, Dominic wrestling by himself without his booyaka daddy.
Yeah, I think everyone, including Maurice, said he was curious to see how the Arse Boys were going to play out, but yeah, they cut it short.
I liked it together. She is as stale as Ronda Rousey. She is as stale. Oh, I'm sorry. We're both trying to hit the same button. Marina Shafir is harmless. No, she's not. Her and Ronda Rousey are a threat, and I'm glad that he never put the horsewomen together because Shayna would have made all of them look bad. Shayna's the only good one, and I never thought I'd say this. Ronda is trash.
The only thing going for between the two of them is Ronda's got clout and her name, rather than no one knows who Marina Shafir is.
Well, in that group, I'm going to say this. Ronda's the best, probably one of the... Shayna probably got him beat at wrestling. Shayna got Ronda beaten wrestling. Ronda's probably second best as a wrestler. Marina Shafir had no personality. And Jessamine Duke never existed.
Well, Jessamine Duke looked like a crackhead. She honestly does. Actually not crack. Crack's too good. Meth. She was a meth head.
Yeah. Yeah. If I found out that she's OD'd on fentanyl, I'll be like, yep, that was Marina Shafir. That was Jessamine Duke. The legacy is gone.
We get Mox and Brody King in the main event. The match was solid. It was probably Brody King's best match in AEW.
Yeah, I like Brody King. I like the new current, in shape. I'm not an alcoholic Mox. The problem I've had with this match is the same problem I've said on ETE on some of these matches. I don't believe the challenger was going to win. There was no way they were going to put the title on Brody King. And that the fact that it didn't set up any angle at the end, maybe with Malachi Black coming out saying he's going to challenge him next, now that you beat him or something, I would have liked that. It didn't really set up anything. It just happened.
On the Fight TV feed, after the TV feed ended, there was something that happened at the end of the show where Darby and Sting came out. So Malachi had already come out and he's like, kind of, well done, Brody. You tried, kind of shit. And then,
smack on the ass, kiss on the cheek.
And then, as Darby and Sting are on the top of the ramp, Darby's telling Brody, "Oh, you've earned this. You beat my ass last week, and you definitely earned this." And then he holds his hand out to shake Brody's hand, and then Brody just walks past it, and so does Malachi. So, but nothing really else happened from it. It didn't seem like it was any big deal or anything.
They set up an angle with Mox. That's what I wanted. Just set up an angle with Mox. I don't know when Punk's healthy again, and I don't know who Mox's contender is right now until Punk comes back. So they should set up.
Punk's at least 3 months, I think.
Yeah. If there was ever a time to do a post-match attack, which they didn't really do much of this week, I don't think they did it all, right? Post-match attack? They may have
the only attack really happened during the opening match.
Yeah. So really no post-match attack. This was a time to have somebody just be like, God, right in the back of your head, Mox. That's all I wanted.
Maybe they didn't want to because that's what happened on NXT. That's what ended NXT last night, the night before. Maybe that was a change of plan.
What's ever stopped a wrestling show from doing something another wrestling show did?
For me, I think after a few good weeks of Dynamite, this one was a bit of a dud for me.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm also gonna agree. It's a thumbs down because they didn't feature a lot of people I like, and there are a lot of people that will. I thought a better ending may have been with Wardlow winning, maybe, I guess, or something. But even that was just an okay show. It just seemed like they had all the side characters on the show that I wasn't a fan of. Oh yeah, I did like the Miro promo against Malachi.
I
don't know
did,
where we're
but
going with that.
I did. I got a bit fed up of what was it? What's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? Ricky Starks
Miro.
promo. Ricky
Oh
Starks
yeah, we
promo
skipped over
on
that.
Ricky Starks
He was
promo
good.
on that was good, but I was just like, why is it? It feels like them two feuding has been going on for months, like with no end game in sight.
And it's always once every it's like a timetable of once every 3 weeks we get pick up on this feud. But Ricky Starks cut a promo and just cut right through, swerving him. And I enjoyed the naturalness of the feud of where Ricky just was like, "Shut up, I knocked the shit out of you. I beat the shit out of you." Just like,
yeah, no, and then
like,
carried on with his promo.
Yeah, it was so good. I'm gonna give them credit. Ricky Starks, Christian, Miro, great promos this week. The rest of Dynamite though was just kind of there. It wasn't really that good. It was nothing really progressed or nothing really I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't think
they did very AEW darkish.
And I don't think they've done a great job of promoting Fighter Fest or whatever it's called next week.
Yeah,
they've set stuff up, but it's so rushed. It's so rushed where you come off Blood and Guts, you get a break, and then you go into another thing. I'm like, you're doing too much in one go. Space it out, like really space it out. Could you? When's All Out? Oh no, not All Out. Is it All Out?
Well,
All Out's coming
the
up
next
soon.
review technically will be Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor on the 23rd. Shout out to the pay-per-view. I'm really upset I'm not going to be able to see this week. Wrestling UK. God damn it, Manny.
What a mess that was.
I really wanted that show. I wanted that show. As all the bad publicity and people pulling out and lying and deceit and only selling this amount of tickets.
And they're blaming the talent.
I still wanted that shit. Yeah.
They were blaming the talent.
The authors of shit. That's what they became. The authors of shit.
The only one that's kind of trying to salvage the nonsense that's going on is Mojo. Who would have thought Mojo Rawley was the one that's trying to salvage this shit?
He's presented by Mojo Rawley.
He's doing a meet and greet on the Sunday, and then all proceeds from that are going to the UK wrestlers that are not getting paid for this show. So let's get into NXT.
With the hustlers, the busters.
What did you make of the cheesy open? Because they do this for all their kind of like gimmick shows. This one is by far the cheesiest.
Yeah, but NXT is a softcore porno show for the most part. And that's what this intro reminded me of. But I understand. I speak NXT 2.0 and I understand this intro for them. It seems like this fits their era of, we're going to hang out at this pool that we know is a part of the Full Sail campus that they've used for multiple angles. I think Velveteen Dream tried to drown EC3 in there one time or some shit. But I was like, right on. I guess we're going to do this. I don't know why we can't just find a beach somewhere and do something like this, but we're going to use this pool. That's the only thing that I took from this. And I was like, whatever. And who's the black guy? Is he a wrestler? That wasn't Odyssey Jones. Yeah, he's not Odyssey Jones.
Yeah. He's. I think he's. I checked his Instagram. He's portraying a male diva.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's his character, and who he is.
He was hating. He was hating. He sounded like every wrestling fan. Hate.
So we get the opening match, which was for the tag team titles, women's tag team titles, which is Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade versus Toxic Attraction. The match was fine, nothing special, out of the ordinary.
I thought this match was too quick. It seemed anticlimactic for the title change. I think they went to commercial and it was over, right? It was like pop
No.
rocks and it's over. Like
So this is the first time I can honestly say I'm happy that when Mandy Rose got thrown out, the pin didn't happen instantly. It's the first time I think in a long time someone's been thrown out of the ring and the pin didn't happen within 5 seconds of that happening.
and this is everywhere, right? This is in all promotions.
All promotions that this happens. Someone gets thrown out and then suddenly the pin happened, a roller.
Yeah. So she got thrown out and the match continued, and it was there. This wasn't my favorite. This wasn't my highlight of the show, but it was there. Next week they're gonna fight for the title though. Roxanne Perez, and is she about to Roman Reigns and shit and get all the gold?
I don't think so.
Because I can see Mandy losing, then because the main rosters need women right now.
They do.
They need
However,
incredible women, and Toxic would be perfect for SmackDown or Raw.
However, this just seems like Cora Jade is ready to turn on Roxanne Perez, our normal tag team feud star.
And then whack, hit with the skateboard. I've always wanted to be champion. And you come in here with a cup of coffee. You took my dream. That's actual promo lines, I believe, is going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Then we find out what Elektra Lopez has been doing for the last couple of weeks. Tony D tells Legado that he's handled Santos and shows pictures of him in hospital because nobody laughs at Tony D. He said the only person contributing to the business on the boat is Elektra. Business is up. And warns that the other two, if they don't get on board, they will end up like Santos.
Yeah, I died laughing when they showed Santos in the hospital. Have y'all not called him? Oh shit, Santos in the hospital. He looked like an old man. I don't think he's coming out. I don't think Santos is coming back from this.
Then we move into Wesley
versus good on the docks, right? She was working on the docks or something. And she's making money somehow. I don't know what she's doing, but I would love for a vignette of seeing Elektra Lopez just stressing out. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? Changing it.
Yeah, but when they showed the picture, then they were like, someone could better call him. Well, why, bitch, why don't you call him?
Yeah, you over there working for Tony D'Angelo. We're supposed to be sabotaging his business. You made him money. You fool. God. Can't you do anything right, Elektra?
Wesley versus Trick Williams, or as it was written on his jacket, Trick Willie.
This match made me laugh, and this is why I love Trick. One, he came out as Muhammad Ali in tan pants for whatever reason. He's taking water breaks.
He even hit I can't remember if he said his name or not, but the Mumbai. When I heard that, I was like, yes.
Trick is, I don't know. There's something about Trick that's so entertaining. Is he the best in the ring? No, but his character, his personality, he brings something. He brings all of that to the table. He's like reverse Marina Shafir and Ronda Rousey. This man is all personality.
There's two schools of thought. You could be entertaining and not be good in the ring as long as you got a solid character. Or you could be like Kenny Omega, who goes all out all the time, and then his career's probably going to be cut short because of how hard he goes in the ring.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back, Or Bryan Danielson, who, they say his injury is worse or something, but beat a Miz. Everybody beat a Miz. Be safe.
Be safe. Take necessary risks.
Just be entertaining. But no, he beat him with gasoline, right? Or what was it?
No. Just rubbing alcohol.
Rubbing alcohol and made him pass out, which we haven't had a good old fashioned that. And normally shit like that is used for like the Giants. You do that to Big Show, you jump on his back or something. He used it on Wesley.
No, I still remember when Kurt Angle used a harpoon gun on Big Show. No, shit like that is stuff that's memorable.
Yeah. Keep your 5-star matches. I take bullshit like this every day of the week.
Then we get Tiffany Stratton versus Wendy Chu, which didn't even start off as a match. It started off with Tiffany having her makeup done, about to do an interview. Wendy Chu switches places with the makeup artist, and then throws cocaine in Tiffany's face.
Tony's cocaine.
and then this goes to commercial break, and then suddenly a match is breaking out in picture.
Yeah, I believe the match was scheduled, but it started early because of the brawl in the back. And at this moment, I thought every bad thing that should happen to Wendy Chu that she deserved. At this point, you're out of control. What? I'm getting my makeup done. You don't throw that shit in my face. I'm kicking your ass. And Tiffany Stratton ended up winning and defeating the legendary Wendy Chu.
I was like, do you know what the thing that annoyed me more about this was? This all looked really funny in picture. And I was really like annoyed that I didn't get to watch this properly.
Well,
like Wendy Chu was really animated in this. Yeah, Wendy Chu was really animated in this, like playing to the camera and stuff. But you didn't see it that much until they showed like replays at the end of the match. But I was like, I wanted to see this properly as it happened. No one needs picture anymore.
I wonder on the network when it came out or it comes out today, are they going to show the full match in its entirety with the comedy?
They need to. And these two have great character work. Like I think of the women, they've put in the best character work.
Yeah. This is the one thing I like about NXT, which people don't understand, and it's probably the direction they want to go. That's why they have all these colorful colors. This is a fucking cartoon. That's what the show is. This show is a fucking Saturday morning cartoon. A live action cartoon. Like if they turn it to a cartoon tomorrow, it was like Wendy Chu, it would be the exact same show. That's what this is.
What else was I going to say? There was a Yes Boy little vignette package. And they said they're hinting at a third person, and I think Tiffany Stratton could be the best third person for them.
They go Stratton?
They have to go Stratton because I think the thing that with Waller kind of just moved on.
Yeah, I don't feel like I think they had no idea where the direction was going to go. And they may either call one of them up out of desperation of what the roster needs right now.
So I'm gonna pull this out, and then I'm just gonna prove that this motherfucker does not listen to what I say. When Eric asked me 2 weeks ago on a Saturday, who do I believe is the best future star? I said Tiffany Stratton because she is the next Charlotte. So this boy better pay attention and listen. Because he's on 2 strikes with me now and is on the verge of another timeout.
But no, I think Nikita Lyons will be bigger than Tiffany Stratton. Because she draws eyes no matter what. She ain't the best in the ring. She just draws attention for whatever reason.
Yeah, she's like Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss isn't the best in the ring.
But
she tells a great story.
Lily doll. She tells a great story. And apparently does Credit One commercials. The worst.
That was terrible commercial.
Then when you sold out chance right away in the audience. What the
fuck? Apollo Crews was done with his diary this week. He said his kids stopped watching him on TV when he was the Nigerian prince. Since he went back to NXT, they started watching him again. Do you know what?
So
Apollo, you need to get your family in check. Apollo, you need to get your family in check. They need to support you.
Himself in check. He should have stood up for himself and said, "No, I'm not carrying a spear. No, I'm not carrying Commander-in-Chief. And no, I'm not speaking this ridiculous accent. You idiot!" And then he should have threatened his kids. He was like, "You better watch me." But we all know his kids don't watch him on. Yeah, we all know his kids don't watch him on NXT 2.0. We all know this. No one watches NXT 2.0
outside of us.
Yeah.
He goes over who he wants to face, but is met by Giovanni Vinci and says he will outperform him in style and accepts Apollo's challenge for next week. I think that could be a solid match.
It's going to be a really good match. And I was looking at those two men, and I was like, he's looking at his nigga duck. That's the complete opposite, Darkwing Duck, whatever reference. Who cares if I'm old and
they kind of built the same, though. If you look at them,
they're built the same way. They're both athletic and they're both really strong. And they're both bald and have beards. They can be really great rivals, and I think that's going to be a banger. of a match if they actually give us a real match on NXT next week.
Before I move on, make sure you like the video. It helps with the algorithms.
Don't forget to comment too. Do all of that.
Why are you whispering?
Jedi
Why are you
tricks.
whispering?
Jedi.
It makes it sound dirty.
Jedi tricks.
Makes it sound sleazy.
Like the video and subscribe. Oh my joy!
And go check out Tuesday's video, because Tuesday's video was where we were both wearing chains, was dedicated to DOA member chains.
Is that why you put that? Because I was so confused. I was like, "Why? He's not dead, is he?"
No, we're both wearing chains.
He was changed. He's forced 2 chains to go buy 2 chains because he couldn't get the right for just 1 chain, because Chains owns that.
So we get Carmelo Hayes versus Grayson Waller. There was a good match between these two. The finish came from Waller going for the cutter from outside the ring, and then Trick got in the way. Wesley gets him out of the way, but then that was enough time for Melo to recover and counter the cutter with a code breaker, and then hit the famous stuff from the top rope. Good match between these two. I think these two, I hope to see these two on the main roster in the next few years. I think these two would be really good.
Having a good rivalry. Yeah, I believe these are the. I thought the 3 people in this segment, Trick, Waller, and Hayes, all look like the future of the WWE at some point. But we all know that's not going to happen. I believe only one of them is going to survive all this, and maybe Trick.
Yeah, maybe. No, I think Melo might.
I like Melo, but do you really believe Melo's a Vince guy? Vince is going to look at Melo and be like, short, looks like a black Finn Balor. I cut him out.
And then did some quick hits here. Zion Quinn claims he's the future. No, you're not, kid. Chad got ripped in the class for being a smart ass, and Chase U is going on a field trip to London.
Yes, they're going to NXT UK. Yay! We're going to NXT UK. We're doing it. Fuck Chad in the back. He don't get to go. Hopefully they pack lunches.
A-Kid has got a name change. He is now Axiom, and he's been given a gimmick of the math genius. If he doesn't feud with Chase U, I'm disappointed. Out the gate.
Over math. How do you say is it? Axiom, right?
Axiom.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Do you prefer that name over A-Kid? I don't really care.
A-Kid sounds really stupid in the first place. Like A-Kid, I think he gave himself that name and is really dumb.
Axiom is an upgrade.
Von Wagner gets called out by Solo. Solo better win, or he's lower than
Solo
Jimmy.
Needs to leave. He needs to go. He needs to go join his cousins. Okay, do Roman's light work or fight Sami Zayn. He go up there and just interfere with some of the bloodline business. I just feel like he just stands there. He's out there. He's not. They don't want to commit to anything with him in NXT because they know at any moment it's like we can use this card.
Then we get Diamond Mine. I would prefer to call this the Diamond Mine Showcase. With Roderick Strong and Damon Kemp versus the Creed brothers. Them Creed boys won, but Roddy still seemed pissed at the end.
I was happy with the victory, and I thought it was a really good match. I do need Brutus to stop doing the cannonball drop. I feel like he's gonna fuck himself up with his ankle.
Yeah, he did actually look like he hurt himself this week.
Yeah, like every time he does that move, I'm like, he's gonna hurt himself, and it seems like he hurts himself every time he does it because there's no right way to catch him. Unless there's a large crowd, maybe he can do it. It'll look better too.
Yeah, but he like when Keith Lee flies. It's just trouble for whoever's catching anyway.
Yeah,
like they're heavy men, and who's catching? Especially when it's AEW. There's no one strong, big enough to break that fall from Keith Lee. He's gonna damage the AEW roster when he flies. So let alone Brutus, who's just a little bit smaller. There's no one that large of a size that could catch him and then be like, okay, I've got you. No, you're gonna get everyone's gonna get hurt in that scenario.
Yeah, he's trying to do single catches and stuff. He's trying to do big crowd catches where everybody can distribute the weight evenly. Stop with the cannonball.
Half the time he barely grazes the person, so he's always gonna land awkwardly anyway.
He always lands on his ankle, and it looks like, oh my god, you're gonna tear yourself up.
Yeah. Then we get the NXT Championship match between Cameron Grimes versus Bron Breakker. I think I was disappointed by this.
I thought it could be better, but I blame Breakker.
Yeah, no, I blame him.
I thought it was good though. I enjoyed it. It was fine, but I feel like you said, I feel like there was something missing.
Well, I'm tired of the Bron feuds anyway, because the last two ones are basically your Steiner's boy. That's all it was. Your Steiner's boy.
Yeah.
That's all his last two feuds were. And then he gets, I learned how to say his name. JD McDonough attacks Breakker and then puts him through the table. At the end of the show, we got the fake ending.
Yeah,
but
yeah, he had anything yet of like, oh, I'll be here next week. He lied.
Yes, I lied, sucker.
I lied, sucker. I'm here this week. I'm always here. But hopefully this brings out something in Breakker, because Jordan Devlin or JD McDonough is a really talented wrestler he was one of my favorites in NXT UK. And I believe he's also Sean's favorite wrestler. I think, period, right now.
Well, he's
so I really read that report. Shawn Michaels' favorite wrestler is JD McDonough.
Everyone that's faced Breakker recently have been better than him. So I think this is just another stepping stone for Breakker. I hope not, because he's a debuting person. But like, to debut and go into a title match, and while you're continuously still making Breakker look strong, I don't think there's much hope for JD McDonough.
Yeah, he's probably gonna lose. I don't think he's gonna actually win, but it'd be nice. I just don't understand the strategy of I'm going to change Bron Breakker's name from Steiner to Bron Breakker, only so he doesn't connect to his family, and they have to always bring it up, only to have every feud bring up, oh, your daddy got you here, that's what you're going. Let's change that and let's make it about Breakker. Who is Bron Breakker?
It was fine. This was all fine till they got inducted to the Hall of Fame. The moment they got inducted into the Hall of Fame, that's when all the Steiner stuff started to happen.
Yep. Legends contracts. That's happened. They were just like, oh, we can use this Steiner stuff now.
Yeah. That's basically what happened. I was just like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, NXT 2.0 was the better show.
Yeah, even though it sounded like we were down on it, I actually enjoyed it. I don't know.
No, I wasn't down on it.
I think every match didn't live up to expectation, but it was still a good show.
Yeah, there was just a few matches here or there that wasn't that good, or that wasn't as good as it should have been. That was the main problem I had with it. Other than that, it was a fine old dandy show.
Yeah, but next week I'm looking forward to the Apollo versus Eichner match. I'm sorry, Giovanni Vinci.
I mean, I like the Giovanni Vinci name better than Eichner.
Yeah. I like Eichner. It's easier to say. I have a hard time saying Giovanni Vinci. I know it sounded easy right there, but just let you know, almost had a stroke saying it.
Yeah. So obviously, NXT takes it this week. I think that was the more enjoyable show.
Yeah.
Are you watching Rampage this week?
What's on Rampage this week? Motivate. Sell me on Rampage.
Well, this.
Pass.
I don't know why. I just can't get behind Gresham. I just can't.
You hate short people, Manny. You hate it.
Yeah, but he's really short. Like, we see all the Adam Cole memes of him being small, but Gresham is tiny.
Just get over the tiny stuff. Just get over it. You'll like him. But
Gresham looks like he's been hit on the head with a hammer. and no neck.
He reminds
Big
He
eyes.
reminds me of that scene in Willy Wonka when he goes to the television and he's just like, "Wow, guys!" That little guy comes out. Well, I can tell you this, but you know, it is what it is. I like him, but he is. I can see how he is really. He's really small. He's in my pocket. Jordan Gressel is going to wrestle tonight. Where is he? He's coming out of my pocket.
I know we're getting close to the end of the show, but Levi's going in timeout.
I don't even know I put him in there.
He still NXT still sucked.
It's fine. NXT is still NXT. You know, my favorite news story is Triple H, since he said I'm back, hasn't changed anything about NXT. Because NXT is still NXT. He's back, but it's not like anything's gonna change. What do you think gonna happen? Black and gold, we're gonna start playing metal again. No, this is a new direction. This is Shawn Michaels NXT.
He did ask who's better, Shorty G or Gresham.
You mean in ring? Is this a serious question or?
I think Shorty G. In general, if you're going by Gable now, Gable is far more entertaining to me than Gresham is.
Gable's an amazing wrestler who doesn't get to display all his talents. If he was on a real wrestling show and not a sports entertainment show, I think he would be considered one of the top wrestlers in the world right now. Like,
yeah, but look,
your Danny Garcia, Brian Danielsons and stuff.
Look, if you go back in time and look at Gable on microphone and then compare him to how he is now, where he's more confident as a wrestler, as a character than anything, and then he's got his in-ring, man, Gable wins all day.
Yeah, I think I'd take Gable if I was drafting him out.
Yeah, I'd take Gable ahead of Gresham. I'm not a big fan of Gresham.
Yeah, Gable anywhere can make money. I think anywhere.
Yeah,
because that's what show he can do it in WWE, or if he went to AEW or the Indies or Japan or wherever, this guy can do character work and wrestle his ass off. So, I mean, he's just basically a mini Kurt Angle, essentially. It's just like having like, oh, it's Kurt Angle again.
Yeah, and like he's got Otis over more that he's not a joke anymore. Well, he did throw up this week, but like
he's still kind of a joke. You can't say that this week, Randy. He threw up in the ring.
Yeah,
up in the ring. I don't eat hot dogs. You can't say that.
Gable on the mic, exactly. So much money. Yeah.
There was something else I was gonna bring up. You know, I have no desire for Tho this week. I call him Tho personally. I know that. Yeah, so I probably will watch it. I don't know when, but it's not really. Marvel isn't must see for me right now. It's just, I feel like we've done it.
It's over. It feels so over. Right, it feels so over right now.
Yeah, as I think it may have been Eric, it may have been you, it may have been somebody. If Marvel feels like I've beaten the game and now I just have the side quest remaining to collect all the other trinkets and shit to complete it. Like in game.
Oh, that must have been Eric. That must have been Eric. But for me, Marvel feels like that time period when WCW was bought out by WWE and wrestling, you could take a break from wrestling, really, if you wanted to. Because that's what happened to me. As soon as the Monday Night War stuff ended, my level of interest kind of just fizzled out for a bit.
Yeah.
Till I came back. And who brought me back? My boy, John Cena.
Yeah. It's a goal. I don't know why I'm moving Mario, but just Marvel just feels like it's there. Like, again, if you want to talk about something on the rise, the AEW of the comic book movies, which is kind of low. I'm sorry, that's probably low. The DC is more interesting right now with their Batmans and Shazams and even The Rock with Black Adam. I'm curious.
I don't know.
Even though I think it's gonna be trash. I'm just curious. Your Aquamans. Those have been solid movies.
I need to really go back and finish Batman properly. I haven't watched it since I watched it in the cinemas, and I did fall asleep in the middle of it.
That seems to be a trend on you, Manny, recently. I think the Eternals have created the worst part. I think the Eternals killed Marvel. I really think so. I think they killed the superhero movie.
Yeah, it did. It did. It really did. And if that didn't do it, Morbius definitely put a nail in the coffin.
Yeah. And then with the boys being so good and the Invincible being so good, it's really hard for me to watch these other shows.
Did you watch Stranger Things? The final
I
two
did.
episodes?
I finished it. Yeah.
What did you think?
I didn't realize they were going to be so fucking long in final 2 episodes.
I know.
So I was going like, oh, I'm going to watch Stranger Things. I'll watch Volume 2. I put one episode on. I was like, oh, what? That was an hour and a half. Okay, let's go. I'll watch one more. And then I'm going through it. I'm going like, I don't know how many more episodes left in this season, but that was one. This is the end. This is the end. 2.5 hours. We went Lord of the Rings.
So the character, the actor that plays 11 said the Duffer Boys or whatever they're called that write the
Duffer
show.
Brothers.
Yeah, they're too afraid to kill off people. She thought more people should have been killed off in the finale of season 4.
I thought more people were going to get killed. I thought they were all dead for a moment. I was like, oh,
I 100%. You know what? Mike should have died. I feel like Mike should have died, and then it would have created some type of edge going into season 5.
Wait, you want to join Judgment Day? He creates some edge. Nah, you can't kill Mike. He's the heart. I would have killed Will. He's too old. I gotta kill Will. Will look like a 40-year-old man. He looked like a 40-year-old pedophile out there. Get him out of here. He's too old.
No, Will was playing off this. I think he's playing a gay character, but he's confused. But like it was coming off too like really bad all the way through it. It's like, Will, Mike, you're the heart. I was like, shut up, Will.
Shut up, Will. You 40-year-old pedophile. Get away from these kids.
But then Will, I think Will's still got the connection to Vecna, so that's going to be interesting.
Maybe turn Will heel. If this is wrestling, I'll turn Will heel. Not because he's a possibly gay character, but because he's an old man. I want him turned heel. Turn Will.
What's the deal with the bowl cuts too?
Yeah, come on, someone fix that. He looks like, remember Ben Stiller's character, Simple Jack?
Yeah.
Tommy Thunder. That's what Will reminds me of. Simple Jack. Get Will out of here.
Yeah, so I actually really enjoyed the season. It went too dark, but it was really good.
It was good. This is probably my second favorite Stranger Things season. First season 1 and then season 4. I didn't really care about the mid seasons 2 and 3. I didn't really honestly care.
3 gave him a little bit of more character, more substance.
Yeah, I was over it at 3. I didn't get into, and I thought I didn't want to get into 4 because of 3. I was just like, whatever.
The guy I needed to die, and the death didn't really do it justice, was the basketball player that wanted to kill the Hellfire Club. I was like, do you know what? He needs to die, and he needs to die gloriously, because I want to remember that.
Yeah, he died in passing. In passing, man.
The guy was choking out the black kid. Like it was nothing. He was going to have straight murder.
I feel like Rocky 2 broke out in the middle of the show when they were fighting in the attic. And he comes back. I'm like, wait, what are we doing here?
Yeah. So the thing is, Stranger Things is one of those like good gems that came out on Netflix.
Yeah. I yet to watch the latest season of Umbrella Academy, but check out The Old Man. That's a good ass show. The Old Ass Man starred Jeff Bridges. Yeah, Jeff Bridges, John Lithgow. The Old Man is a good ass show.
Is that on Netflix?
It's on FX.
Oh, I might have to source that out.
Yeah, you have to find out. That's a good show.
I need to finish off The Boys. I haven't watched that. I haven't watched the last season.
The Boys
that
is
they
good
put out.
season.
It's
The
good.
Boys is good.
Because it's not how superhero. Because that one is just like it's not how superheroes are supposed to act, and it's great.
Yeah, and this season is probably the best season they've had. This is just a really good ass season. It's extremely meta.
What the hell is P Valley?
I don't know what P Valley is. It's going to support the old man. Starring Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow, my former co-worker. I will never share that story while we're co-workers or what we ever did together. And he doesn't know it, but me and you shared a link, John Lithgow. I had to look at you every day for like a year, okay? And then it happened again. We share a link. We have credit.
Oh, wait. Do you know how we were? Do you know in the pre-show we were talking about the state of the UK government from today?
yeah, Boris. He needs to cut the shit.
So everyone that resigned, one of them was a former WWE employee.
What?
Yeah.
Was it Linda McMahon? Who could it be? What?
I can't remember the name, but she was head of like marketing or something like that.
Okay. I don't know if this is true, but you know what? Eric is in. Eric is in. What is this show?
Why would I want to watch that?
That's a show about a hip hop strip club in Mississippi. It's like television radio players club. Holy shit. Where are we at?
That says more about you, Levi, than it does about me.
Hey, I'm all for it. Maybe we will check out Pete Valley on this one. It's too late, Raleigh. It's too late. He regained today. Rehind today. It's a mess.
It is a mess. It's such a big mess.
George Johnson's done, and there's people quitting, and he lost his power, but he's still there.
I was at work.
Trump.
I actually was at work today.
Being in the news.
I was at work today, and then everyone was watching the news. Everyone. This is the straight. I don't give a damn about the news.
You know it's a bad day in the world or a good day. You can tell that, oh, everybody's watching the news today. Oh, what the fuck happened? Yeah, the president might be going to jail. Prime Minister today is going to jail.
So I was walking around holding my phone just like this, like on the floor, like walking around. And then someone heard, so was like, Manny, are you playing Boris? I'm like, no, I'm not playing Boris. What are you talking about?
Are you picking a side? Boris should stay on?
No, I don't pick that blue side.
Randy represents his. Wait, you guys are red? Your liberals are red?
I'm not liberal.
I don't know, Manny. I don't know English politics. I know Boris Johnson is Donald Trump of the UK. And all I know, that would be the conservatives, and they would be red.
Yeah,
they'd be red.
Ours are different. Ours are different. So your blue is Democratic here in where you are, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Over here, that would be more red, I think. I don't really follow politics that much. End of the day,
Nobody does.
End of the day, vote whoever you want.
Bad takes.
End of the day, vote for whoever you want because the country's still gonna be fucked.
Everybody has bad takes on politics. I'm just gonna say that right now. Everybody's bad. Everybody's wrong. Everybody's wrong. Literally in politics, every side is wrong because everybody knows the problems, but no one gets the solution because they have to pick a side or some shit. You know, man, just get the shit done. Fix my roads, okay? Stop getting kids shot in schools and shit, and end the shit. Let people do what they want. Fix the real shit. Fix my problem. Give me more money. Shit. With that being said, you know, we should wrap this show up.
I don't go looking for first every day in my life, you know, if that's what that is.
Maurice sounds like he's talking about porn. Manny, have you ever watched this show called The Thick of It? It came on Big Back Cock, I believe. Oh, that was an easy BBC joke. That was an easy one.
Oh, my eye hurts from that.
With that, we should wrap the show. That is a good note to wrap the show.
Yeah,
Manny,
I
cut the
think we
shit.
should.
Cut the shit. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, we'll be back.
You guys are dirty. You guys are dirty in the chat with those minds.
Maurice, you can explain to them after the show. Make sure you check out Roy's Retro tomorrow. I can't remember what's happening on that one. I think actually it's when the first time Undertaker dressed up as Kane. So yeah, that's a good episode. Make sure you watch us on Saturday when Beef Lee, Pornhub, Eric, I can't remember what the other names that he had.
I don't know. Eric got the maximum male models.
The sex mints, Eric.
Tribal beef, whatever nickname he has these days. The old man.
So,
it's a show about Eric and his video game collection.
If you were watching ET yesterday, Montez Red Cup asked for the nonsense. Are you happy now?
Yeah. Are you happy? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
So we'll be back when we'll be back. Take care. Shave your hair. Peace.